Hey peeps, it's your girl Daxani and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am doing the Instagram palette challenge. Well, I'm not really sure if it's an actual challenge, but it's a thing that's been around for some time now. I was going to do one at the beginning of 2020, but I didn't like my color palette at the time. But now, this palette here turned out to be super pretty and I was hella stoked to work with this palette. Even though, like, you know, I remember there was a time in my videos where I was like, oh, I want to stay away from like the warmer colors, like the pinks and the purples and stuff. And it's funny how now I got this palette and I guess I have been including more of those colors back into my art when I said I was trying to stay away from them. But, you know, working with this palette turned out to be very doable for me. Tricky at first, but doable. When I saw this palette, I really couldn't think of what I wanted to draw yet, but with some messing around in my iPad and searching through Pinterest, I thought I'd do a pose I wouldn't normally do, and, you know, which is to avoid the face this time around. And I mean, like, you know, I always put like my full attention on the eyes and the eyelashes and the lips, but like you don't really get a lot of that this time around, and I'm actually really happy with that. I love drawing faces, but this color made me think more of clothing. So I did a pose from the back, which took some tries, and I still think the end result, the perspective is still off, but I came out of my comfort zone, you know, just a tad bit for this. So honestly, like, I can't really like beat myself up here. So I don't know, I actually like this pose. I can see myself doing this pose more often, but I'm gonna try not to do that. So we'll see what happens. I might be in the groove and I'm like, damn, like I'm really feeling this, you know, so it may show up again. I don't know, we'll see. And see here, this is where I was like trying to figure out where to place the colors, what like placement would look best. I was like, this was the complicated part, I think. Like, as soon as I figured it out though, I was like, okay, this looks nice. But yeah, in a way I kind of wish I did go with the orange backpack, but you know, it's fine. I can't turn back now. It's all good. Not really sure how I feel about the patterns that I chose for the jacket now that I'm looking back at this. I mean, they're okay. Not really sure if I take a liking to it. I tried, but yeah, I think that's probably the only thing I wish I would have done differently. I really enjoyed shading too. I don't know what it was about it. I don't know. I just maybe just like the spots that I shaded in. I just thought it looked nice. And then another thing that bothered me, because I remember I kind of kept going back and forth with trying to fix it, were the lips. I was like, I'm not sure, like, should they even be poking out that much, or like just maybe the shape of them are kind of weird. But I don't know. I mean, when it comes together, it's not so bothersome. But while I was sketching, I was like, they kind of look weird. I don't know if I like it. But I don't know. I just couldn't fix it to how I wanted it to look. I don't know what I was doing wrong. So, but they stayed as they are. So it doesn't look super bad, honestly. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I gotta say, I love drawing twists now, like as far as like the hairstyle goes. I was thinking braids, but I was like, you know, I really haven't done twists in a while. I think is this my second time doing twists? This might be my second time, but I think it looks really cool. I don't know, I just like that whole process. It was really relaxing when I was like doing the details in it and everything. I do think like the scalp part of the twists could be so much better. Because like at first I made them too high up, so she had a very high hairline. It was up way too high, so I remember I kept going back and forth to try to make it lower and lower. So I think they kind of just messed up somewhere when I was trying to fix it. But you know, it's not too shabby, not too shabby. We will get better. And here's where I slow things down a bit for you lovely people, because honestly, like, doing the highlights on the skin is usually my favorite part, and it's relaxing because, you know, I take it nice and easy, and then it just like, it's coming together. I feel more positive about my art, so I just wanted to, like, you know, slow it down for you guys so you guys can feel that vibe, if you guys are feeling that vibe the same way that I do. Usually when I put all the colors in place, well, not even usually, like all the time, when I, like, after I put the colors in place, then that's when I feel comfortable enough to start doing the line art over it. But I really want to try to be like other artists, not all of them, but most of them. They do their line art first, and then they place the colors in there. Like, it just looks so cool, and I'm a little bit jelly, you know, but for me, my line art is just not super clean enough for me to do it first, because the times that I've tried, they just make me feel really insecure about it. Like, the sketch turns out better than the line art when it's by itself. For the backpack, I knew I just wanted it open, but I didn't know what I wanted to put in the backpack. I just knew something was gonna come out. At the time I didn't really know, but I just kind of started putting like clouds and a moon and some stars, and then I started to kind of like come up with the concept of like packing your dreams away, and like maybe like your dreams are kind of like spilling out a little bit, if you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. Honestly, I was just kind of winging it, but it looks really good. It was like coming together, so I was pretty satisfied with the whole concept. And then of course, you know, adding the shading here for the booty, it turns out super cute. Like, damn, I did that butt pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. Like, the shading part, you know, it looks plump, it looks good, it looks natural. So at first I thought I was gonna like have some messages kind of show up on her phone or something like that, but then I was like, well, I kind of want to make it look like she's double tapping on something, and so I just took screenshots of my own Instagram page, and I was like, you know what, this actually looks pretty good, so I went with that instead of the text messages, and I felt like it just made sense. But that was a really fun and a quick thing to do. And here I'm just kind of like just putting some finishing touches on my art. So I like to kind of like give it more of an overlay type of color, almost like a filter in a way. I guess that's how I can put it. So I just like take colors and I kind of fill it. I'll take a pink and I'll set it to overlay and then just change the opacity. Sometimes I'll do that really light yellow change it to multiply, and then I change the opacity to my liking. And then there are times where I do like a deep blue and I set that to overlay, change the opacity. And there are times when I do like this really, it's like a really light purple, almost blue, kind of like in between, and I'll set that to screen, and then I'll change the opacity. But I didn't do that one. I just did the dark blue with an overlay for this one because I kind of wanted the colors to pop out more. So yeah, this is the finished drawing and I am happy. I will definitely put this on my Redbubble and make this into a sticker because I think this would be really cute as a sticker. So if you guys want one, I'll leave a link in the description box down below. And if you guys want to see what your Instagram color palette is, I'll go ahead and link that in the description box to take you to the website so you can go ahead and try that out yourselves. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Once again, thank you all for listening and thanks for watching, and I shall chat with you soon in the next video. Bye!